Hi guys, and welcome back to another episode of my Pokemon Battle Series, the School of Hard Knocks. So throughout this episode, like every other, we'll be jumping on to the Pokemon Global Link Battle Spot ladder, playing under the Championship Battle rules, which are the equivalent rule set of the VGC 2017 season. So, yesterday we had our live stream, episode 100. I just want to say again, thank you to everyone that stopped by during the stream, hung out. It was a lot of fun. It was just amazing. The whole thing. So we'll definitely be setting up another stream sometime very soon. Like I say, with the Battle Spot doubles series that we've got going on at the minute, we want to start doing the team building episode. Like I said, next weekend, Saturday and Sunday, I might try and do a live streaming session on the Saturday and then one on the Sunday to build the team. I think it'll be a lot easier. Hopefully get you guys involved and talk about things. It's a lot easier to kind of shoot questions at me while we're doing the team building, and then we can put something together really cool and then take that into the Battle Spot double series the following week. So that is kind of the plan at the minute. I don't have anything else kind of lined up for live streams, but we did talk about yesterday on the stream about what we're going to do to revamp the School of Hard Knocks to make it a lot more a lot more viable and interesting for you guys, and beneficial. That's the word we need, beneficial. More beneficial for you guys going into the new VGC 2018 season. It might be a bit premature talking about it yet because we've still got Worlds to come, and the US International is going on at the moment. Don't want to drop my phone. But yeah, I think it's a good time to start thinking about it, because as I was saying on the stream yesterday, the whole thing about VGC now is you go to tournaments and they are best of 3. It's all well and good going on the Battle Spot, and it's a really good resource for you to go and test teams out, but it's a best of 1 format. You got if I don't choke myself. If you guys going to tournaments now aren't ever going to be playing a best of 1 format, I don't think going to any VGC tournament now, it's always going to be best of 3. So I feel like setting up something in a best of 3 setting is going to be way more beneficial for you guys. Learning best of 3, learning how to approach best of 3 matches, especially adjusting in those matches and things like that, is something that I want to do going forward. So we'll look at doing that. Hopefully we'll do some test runs throughout the summer of different things, but hopefully getting into September time we relaunch the School of Hard Knocks to be a best of 3 series rather than a best of 1. But I want to accumulate everything, so I want to do a whole kind of program where we build a team, we go on the Battle Spot ladder, preliminary test it, then take it into best of 3 testing, and then keep on tweaking as we go, because I think that whole process is more like a natural form of how you would build a team and polish it and get it ready for a tournament. And I think that's the kind of thing I want to do. And you know, we might well move away slightly from just the recorded videos to more streaming videos. So we'll see what happens. We've got a lot of things ideas up in the air at the minute, and it's going to be an exciting time. Whatever happens, it's going to be super exciting. So hopefully you guys enjoy that. Any suggestions though that you have, do leave them in the comment section below. And before we get into anything, guys, I will just mention as well, so we had a competition running on the stream yesterday. I will just pull up a little image here of the stuff you can win, so you can grab yourself this main goodie bag with a Worlds t-shirt, a Worlds plush Pikachu, which I've got here. You can win all of that stuff. All you need to do is subscribe to the channel, leave a like and a comment on any video from now until next Friday, which is the 7th of July, and that will be your entry into the tournament. Not the tournament, the competition. As well as the main prize, we've got 3 runners-up prizes, which are these really cool, you can see them on the screen right here, just down here, which are canvas prints of some really nice Pokemon art. So they're the runners-up prizes. So do get involved, leave a like, comment, subscribe to the channel, to the videos, and that's on any video that we've got coming out from yesterday, which was the 30th of June, right up until the 7th of July. So And then we'll do the draw on the Monday, which I think is the 10th of July, and we'll announce the winners, and then I'll send everything out to you guys. So, get rid of that, get back on the battle spot, and hopefully if you find some cool opponents today. So we're just going to play the same team as we've been playing all week, which is the Incineroar Scizor team. We had a couple of games with it on the live stream yesterday, a couple of good results. So hopefully we can kind of continue that today. And the nice thing about one of the matches that we had yesterday, it was I felt a little bit disconnected from actually how much I could concentrate on the games when I was I think it was because of the first time when I had the live chat up and I was trying to pay attention to that, and there was a lot going on. So hopefully we can pay a bit more attention today and be a bit more articulate with what's going on. So we may change things up with the team this week as we go through this, and then play a new team. I think after the US internationals are finished, we'll have a look at the teams from what won, top cut and things like that, and then we might reevaluate, make a new team. And like I say, I want to do more live streams, so we may do a new team build on a live stream setting. So we'll see what happens anyway. We have our first opponent of the day anyway, and they are running a team of Porygon 2, Garchomp, Tapu Koko, Celesteela, Arcanine and Kartana, so double steal there. So Incineroar is going to be pretty important in this match. Koko as well, I definitely want to bring because it's super fast. It does threaten things like Arcanine with the Gigavolt Havoc, the Kartana as well, and the Celesteela. And we don't need to worry too much about our terrain changing because my opponent only has the one Tapu there. Trick Room mode. My opponent doesn't really look as though it's got too much to take advantage of the Trick Room, so the Porygon 2 might be there just as an anti-Trick Room to reverse it if it does get set up. So I do want to bring Porygon 2 as well. I think I might lead Incineroar, Tapu Koko. We'll go Porygon 2 and then Mudsdale. Yeah, let's go for Mudsdale. We do need to be a bit careful with the Kartana and maybe the Porygon 2 as well. The Ice Beams are going to hit us pretty hard, but hopefully if we get a Trick Room set up, we should be alright, I think. But I think primarily keeping the Incineroar around, not losing it too early is going to be key here, just for the Kartana and the Celesteela primarily. So we'll lead off with Incineroar and Tapu Koko, and we'll see what my opponent brings to the table. Garchomp and Tapu Koko. Okie dokie. Let's see what we can do here. So we've got to wonder whether the Garchomp is scarfed as well. That could be something my opponent has. Don't know if he is though, because he's only got the Celesteela that can kind of sit beside it freely and not take earthquake damage. But what we can do is just go for a fake out into the Garchomp, just to test the waters here and go for a Volt Switch. Try and get Porygon 2 onto the field, I think. I'm just going to Volt Switch into the opposing Tapu Koko as well. We don't need to worry about the Twinkle Tackle from the opposing Tapu Koko because we have EV'd or trained our Tapu Koko to be able to take those. So you see the Garchomp withdraw here, in comes Celesteela. Do got the fake out off onto it. It's not going to do any damage at all, and we just see a Thunderbolt into the Incineroar, doing a good chunk of damage, taking us down to about half health. And we'll get the Volt Switch into the Tapu Koko, do some nice chip to it, and yeah, we'll bring in Porygon 2. And we get an attack boost. Okay. So I think what I'll do is go for the Trick Room now, and just switch Incineroar out for Mudsdale, and just Trick Room with Porygon 2. We'll probably see the Celesteela go for a Leech Seed here, I would imagine. Got to be careful though. The Tapu Koko could maybe carry Taunt to shut down the Trick Room option, but I don't know how likely that is. So we just see a Thunderbolt, but it's into the Porygon 2 this time round. doing decent damage. We do see that it is life orbed. We didn't pick up on that last turn, and we see a heavy slam as well come out from the Celesteela, doubling into the Porygon 2. But unfortunately for my opponent, it's not going to be near enough damage to take it down. So what are we going to do here? Got to expect that the Tapu Koko switches out or protects, I think, this turn. So I'm just going to go for a Rock Slide, get some chip onto the Celesteela, and hopefully, you know, there's every chance we might flinch it here, just to give us a bit of room to kind of get a recover off with Porygon 2. So there's a protect from the Tapu Koko. We'll get this Rock Slide off with Mudsdale. Let's see if we can get some flinchies. Do a little bit of damage to the Celesteela, not too bad. Get the recover off, more importantly with Porygon 2. And yeah, there's the Leech Seed. But we get super lucky and the Mudsdale actually avoids, so that's really nice. Now I think this turn, because our Tapu Koko has just protected, we can kind of imagine a switch coming out. So I'm going to double into that slot with a high horsepower and then an Ice Beam, just in case the Garchomp comes in there. But if we take down the Tapu Koko, that Ice Beam is going to be redirected over to the Celesteela, so we'll get a bit of damage onto that regardless of what happens here. And the thing is, I'm not too worried about the Celesteela. If it's just going to sit and just spread Leech Seeds round and heavy slams and stuff, it's not threatening too much. Oh, Tapu Koko actually avoids. That's not good. I don't know if the Ice Beam's going to be enough. It's not. Do you see? I'm going to see. A Thunderbolt probably. Dazzling Gleam. But Koko will go down to the recoil damage here. Yeah, what I was saying was, I'm not too worried about the Celesteela really, because we can just try and take care of everything else on the other side of the field and then deal with it later on. Keep our Tapu Koko around so we can hopefully do some work on that with Tapu Koko late game. Let's see what my opponent's got now. It is Kartana. Okay. So we could double into Kartana, pick up the kill. Expect that it's sashed. How many turns of Trick Room have we got left? 2. So I think I might just do that. I think I might just double into Kartana. Yeah, just in case it's sashed. Like, it's probably going to protect here, but I think because we've got 2 turns of Trick Room left, we can kind of get away with it a little bit. My opponent might call my bluff, like, think, oh yeah, the protect's obvious here, so I'm not going to protect, I'm going to attack. And there we go, no protect from the Kartana. So we do get the close combat off. That's going to put it in Ice Beam range. So we do get rid of that big threat, because Kartana is a pretty big threat to Mudsdale. We don't want to allow it to get any Leaf Blades off or anything like that, and it obviously threatens the Incineroar as well. Do see a Flamethrower come out. It is onto the Porygon 2. And it does pick up the burn, which is a bit unfortunate. Right, okay. The other interesting thing is we haven't seen my opponent use a Z move yet. So you've got to imagine that the Garchomp probably is has got the ground EMZ. I think here what I'm going to do is switch out Mudsdale into Incineroar. And I'm just going to go for an Ice Beam. I'll go for a recover. I'm going to go for a recover with P2, because I've got to... you've got to think that the Garchomp will just protect here because of the Ice Beam threat. And if I just Ice Beam here, the Garchomp protects. The thing is, the next turn, if it has got that Tectonic Rage, it will be able to pick up the KO onto the Porygon 2. So I am just going to recover, get some health back here. And at least this next turn, if Garchomp does protect, it means we've got Incineroar sticking around to get that, utilize that Fake Out to get another Trick Room up if we want to anyway. So Do get the recover off. Garchomp does protect as we expected. Celesteela goes for a flamethrower again, this time into the Mudsdale slot. Incineroar able to take that quite nicely though. So Dimension Send back to normal. I think what we'll do is go for a fake out into Garchomp with Incineroar. That rough skin damage should proc our berry as well, which should be super nice. And I'm just going to set a Trick Room up again with P2. Because as soon as the Garchomp goes down, we can bring in Coco and just take care of the Incineroar. So there's the rough skin damage. Like we said, it does proc our berry. So that'll put us right back up to a nice amount of health. Garchomp flinches. There's a Leech Seed from the Celesteela onto the Porygon too. So that is going to start to stack up. With the burn damage as well. But like I say, we should be alright. I think we're managing this pretty nicely. Garchomp is probably going to protect this next turn. Probably is, isn't it? Should protect. So we could just go Sunny Day. And Ice Beam into the Garchomp. Or we could just double into the Garchomp. I think I want to get a bit more out of my turn than doing that. I'm just going to go for the Ice Beam with P2 and go for a Sunny Day. And then that's going to guarantee that that Flare Blitz is going to pick up the KO onto the Celesteela. But no Protect coming out from the Garchomp. Is the Ice Beam going to be enough? Oh, it's not quite enough. And we see a Leech Seed. So we'll probably lose Incineroar here, which is a bit of a pain. We do get the Sunny Day off for no reason now. Unless we see a Tectonic Rage into the P2 slot. Just an Earthquake though. This should take down Incineroar. Oh, we do actually survive. Which is crazy. But I think we are Leech Seeded on that slot, so we probably will go down to that. Are we Leech Seeded? Yeah, we are. But it's fine. It's fine. Like, we don't need to worry about it too much at all. Like I say, we've got the Tapu Koko now to bring in. We could bring in Mudsdale. I'll bring in Mudsdale. We'll keep Tapu Koko right till the last minute when the Trick Room ends. And this way I can just recover with P2 this turn and go for a Heavy Slam into the Garchomp slot. We'll probably see the Garchomp just protect here. Celesteela go for a Leech Seed onto the Mudsdale. Oh, no protect from Garchomp, so we will pick up the KO here with a Heavy Slam. I didn't want to go for high horsepower there, because in case we missed, it wouldn't be the best. So there's a recover from P2. And Leech Seed into the Mudsdale. But I'm just going to leave Mudsdale on the field until it actually goes down now. Because there's no point of switching it out for Tapu Koko to come in and take a flamethrower without, like, you know, the sun's up. We put the sun up, so it's going to be more powerful than it would be without it. We don't want Koko taking any unnecessary damage. So I'm just going to close combat into the Celesteela and go for an Ice Beam as well. Just start chipping it down. But because we got Koko in the back and we've preserved it, like, I don't see this match going any other way other than a win for Team Osiris Studios, School of Hard Knocks team, I think. But you never know. Celesteela is one of those Pokemon that can kind of win out of even the toughest situations. So here's a close combat into the Protect and an Ice Beam just to follow. So opponent just burning out the turns, getting a bit of additional Leech Seed damage on. So Mudsdale will go down this next turn, which might work out perfectly for us. How many turns of Trick Room have we got? One more left would be ideal. So let's see. Yeah, one more. Excellent. So Mudsdale will go down this turn, and then Tapu Koko can come in and just clean up. So there's a close combat. See how much this does. It's not too bad. With the Ice Beam, it should take Celesteela down to about 50%. There's the Flamethrower. Taking the Mudsdale down. We'll get a Beast Boost though. What are we going to see? Special Defense. Right, we will bring just Cuckoo in here. Now what do I do this turn? Celesteela's going to protect, I think, just to get some more health back. So rather than waste my Z move right now, I'm just going to go for just a Thunderbolt and just recover with P2, expecting the protect from the Celesteela. There's the protect. So the next turn we can just Z move it and we can win the game. We'll let the recover off P2. And then the Sunlight fades. I think even with the special defense boost, I don't think it's going to be able to survive the Gigavolt Havoc. I'd be very surprised if it does. So we should be alright. So let's lock it in. Let's end the game in style. So let's go for that Z Nature Power into the Celesteela and just an Ice Beam with Porygon 2. And that should be game. Here we go. That magical Z move. I really like the flexibility of the Nature Power Z move on Coco, especially when you could utilize Tapu Fini as well to turn it into a Twinkle Tackle. So you've got kind of both variants of that Tapu Koko spectrum with the Gigavolt Havoc and the Moonblast Twinkle Tackle as well. I really do like it. So is it going to be enough? It is! And Celesteela goes down. And we take our first win of the day, which is pretty nice. So, good game to my opponent. And I think we just managed that pretty well. Overall, anyway. Yes. So, I hope you guys... I haven't had much time to watch the Day 2 stream from Indianapolis. Which is a bit of a shame. I've been like out all afternoon. We had to go out. We had like something come up, so we had to pop out and get stuff for that, which was a bit unfortunate. So I've missed most of it. I did check out this morning Day 1, which was amazing. So I hope you guys have seen it. I will link in the description below the stream that you can go over to Twitch and watch that. But yeah, I'm looking forward to kind of catching up with Day 2 when I have a chance. And then obviously we've got the final Day 3 tomorrow, which is Sunday, and we'll see who is crowned the new US International Champion. And it's a pretty cool title to have, isn't it? Amazing title, like. But there are some amazing players over there. We saw some really good games Day 1, so I'm expecting Day 2 to just be even better. So if you've been watching it, guys, you've got any highlights, let me know what your highlights have been from the whole stream. And who you're looking forward to seeing going to Day 3 and win as well. That'll be really interesting to know. But we have our next opponent of the day, Genie from Japan. I think they were from Japan. I'm not sure, I wasn't paying too much attention. But they're playing a really cool team of one of my favourite Tapus, Tapu Lele, Drifblim, Snorlax, Arcanine, Tapu Fini and Kartana. So we've got the AFK call there tagged on with the Tapu Lele Drifblim call and a Snorlax in there to cover the Trick Room matchup, I would imagine. So we'll probably see an appearance of Snorlax here. Thing is with Tapu Lele Drifblim, Incineroar is like really good against that pairing. Incineroar puts a lot of pressure on Kartana as well, so I definitely want to bring Incineroar here. I do want to bring a different terrain as well. So I think what I might do is go Incineroar, Tapu Fini. No, I'll go. I want to bring. Do I want to bring Scizor here as well? Scizzor's pretty good. Because I could go Tapu Fini, Porygon 2, Scizor. Just leaves me a bit Arcanine weak, that's the only thing. But let's go for it. No, I need to lock in. Let's lock in with those 4. Just in the nick of time. Got there. Yeah, I really like Scizor, just against Tapu Lele. I just like donking it, really, if we can get the opportunity. Maybe not always the best thing to bring in some situations, but we'll see how we get on in this match. Hopefully we haven't made too bad a decision. I'm sure it'll be fine. But we just need to manage the terrain as well as we can. So we see Tapu Fini, Kartana lead, and we're going to have Incineroar, Porygon 2. So what can we expect this first turn? We've got the Fake Out that we could take advantage of. We could just attack straight into the Kartana. You could expect maybe the... Could maybe expect the Tapu Lele to come in here, and you never know, that might be Specs Fini as well. Something we don't see too much of at the minute, but I think what I'll do is go for a Trick Room. I'll switch out Incineroar for Tapu Fini. Not did we get a boost in special attack, so that's really good. So yeah, I will just go for the Trick Room here and try and get it set up. So there's a Kartana withdrawal. You're going to see Tapu Lele come in expecting the Fake Out to stop that. But we call your bluff because we're going to switch out Incineroar. We don't want it taking any big muddy water attacks. And we'll switch in a Tapu Fini and get the terrain back in our favour. And then I think what I'll do is start just either Heal Pulsing or swaggering my Porygon 2. So, see Muddy Water come out from the opposing Tapu Fini. It does miss our Tapu Fini, which is good. Does a decent bit of damage to Porygon 2, but nothing we can't manage. And we get the Trick Room up, which is super nice. So, I'm going to go Swagger into my Porygon 2, and I'm going to go for a return. So go return into the Fini. Let's go for that, yeah. Because you've got to imagine that the Tapu Lele might switch out here into the Snorlax, possibly. That's something that we could expect. I think at the minute I want to get rid of the Tapu Fini. So I'm going to just return into that slot. Our first return's not going to do too much because we haven't had the Swagger boost, but we'll get that this turn round with our Tapu Fini. So there's the Tapu Lele withdrawing yet, so I can preserve the terrain for later in the game. Do get a return off into that Fini. Do a bit, not bad damage at all, and we hit our Swagger, which is the most important thing here. Boost our attack. And we see another Muddy Water come out. It does connect with both Pokemon this time. Fingers crossed for no accuracy drops. Come on. Okay. So that's not the worst thing in the world. So we've got the return that we can just start. What we're going to do is switch. I really want to preserve Tapu Fini. I want to keep it in the back. I don't want to lose our because the Tapu Lele could come in at any time. We do have a lot of priority in the back, so I want to make sure that we can kind of utilize that priority. So, do I want to switch in Scizor here. Actually, I'm not going to worry about switching out Tapu Fini just yet. I'm just going to go for a Heal Pulse on my Porygon 2, and I'm going to go for a return into Fini. Yeah. I could have went Recover and Heal Pulse, but I think we should be alright. So there's the Tapu Fini withdrawing. Tapu Lele coming back in, so that's fine. If we can hit this with a +2 return, it's going to do some big damage. But I feel and we see a Curse come out from the Snorlax. Okay, that might be a bit of an issue later on in the game if it starts getting set up. Get the return, we do hit. That accuracy drop isn't hitting us too much, we do some huge damage. We get a Heal Pulse off with our Fini, which is really nice. Okay. Problem is with this Snorlax setting up is that we've got a team full of physical attackers, and our only special attacker is Tapu Fini. But I'm just going to go for Muddy Water here, and I'm just going to hit into the Snorlax with a return, just to get some damage off onto it. Because the Muddy Water should take out the Tapu Lele. And we do see it just withdraw. We do see the Tapu Fini come back in, which I'm fine with. Get that terrain changed again. Snorlax just gone for Curse after Curse after Curse. This isn't a thing where I've been thinking about maybe dropping Protect on Tapu Fini and putting Calm Mind on it. I think it would give our rain matchup make our rain matchup a bit better as well, just having that Calm Mind on there, just to boost up our stats if we can. We do hit the Muddy Water. We missed the return onto the Snorlax, unfortunately. We've got one more turn of Trick Room, I think, now. Yeah. So we could go for another Swagger onto the Porygon 2, but we've got to be careful because there's every chance that Tapu Fini could switch out again into the Tapu Lele, so I don't know if I want to risk it. I think I might just go for a return into the Fini and just go for another Muddy Water with our own Tapu Fini. This Snorlax has got 2 curses under it, 3 now. Not ideal. It's not great, but all is not lost just yet. We do hit the return, which is really nice. Is it enough? Oh! We do get Muddy Water off and do hit both targets, so we will take down that Tapu Fini, which is really good. Do we get an accuracy drop? I don't think we do on the Snorlax, so that's 2 we've hit. Dimension Sim back to normal. So I think now we don't want to be setting up any more Trick Rooms, really. Kartana comes in. I'm just going to go Muddy Water again, and I'm going to go for an Ice Beam into the Kartana slot with Porygon 2. We've got a special attack boost, so the Ice Beam should be doing a good bit of damage. We're going to just see an all-up pummeling, so it's going to be into the Porygon 2. I don't know if this will be actually enough to pick up the KO here. I don't know if it is. I'm not sure. We'll soon find out. Whatever. We will soon find out if it will be enough or not. Yeah, we do survive it. I'm sure I did the calc to make sure that we survived that. So, do get the Muddy Water off. We miss the Snorlax. Do hit the Kartana. We kind of want to be hitting the Snorlax though. That's the thing that we want to be hitting, because, and we do hit the Ice Beam. Thank you. We did not want to miss that Ice Beam. Take down the Kartana, which is pretty nice. So is that Snorlax going to double in? No, it's going to hit into the Tapu Fini. Okay. What are we going to do here? I think I'm just going to go for a Muddy Water, and I'm going to go for a Recover with Porygon 2. Hopefully the Tapu Lele doesn't protect here and we can just take it down with the Muddy Water. If the Tapu Lele protects though, then at least we're going to get a recover off of that Porygon too. We may lose Finny, but yeah, so there's a Dazzling Gleam. Finny should survive. So as long as that Muddy Water hits here, we're alright. I think we're alright. So the Muddy Water does hit. Take down the Tapu Fini and finally get an accuracy drop on that Snorlax. So hopefully that does come in handy. High horsepower does hit. This will take us down. So, we've got Incineroar and Scizor to come in. The issue here is that we can't take advantage of our Fake Out because the Psychic terrain's up, which isn't ideal. I don't think we can. I don't know if we'll be able to win this. I really don't. Right. What are we better off going for? I think a Flare Blitz because we'll have a chance to burn the Snorlax. And I'm going to go for a Swords Dance with Scizor. Get set up. If we can get a couple of Swords Dances up, then we'll be looking in a bit of a better position. So we get the Swords Dance up with Scizor. Boost our attack. There's a Flare Blitz. See how much damage it does. Probably not very much. We should proc the berry though. But it's all about if we get the burn or not. Can we get the burn? High horsepower into the Scizor. We do take it though. We need to stall out this Psychic terrain though, that's the thing. So I'm just going to protect Scizor this time round. And go for another Flare Blitz into that Snorlax slot. If my opponent targets the Incineroar this turn though, we're not in a good position. We maybe should have just Sunny Day'd this turn in case my opponent did attack into that Scizor. So there's the Flare Blitz. Because at the moment we can only utilise the Aerial Ace, which isn't ideal. Let's see, I'll recycle. Okay. My opponent playing this very, very well. Should we go for a Sunny Day? Let's go for the Sunny Day. And we're just going to have to go Aerial Ace. We've got like no other option. We've got to kind of hope that the Snorlax, that accuracy drop comes in and he misses an attack on the Scizor so we can kind of at least get another Protect off, which should allow the Psychic terrain to disappear. So we get the Aerial Ace off, not doing too much damage. Take a bit of Life Orb recoil damage, proc the berry again. So we need a miss. We need that accuracy drop to come in clutch here. Get the Sunny Day up with Incineroar just to power up that Flare Blitz so we can fire off at the Snorlax. So come on. The horsepower, it does hit. Unfortunately, so Scizor going down. It's not ideal. Yeah, I don't know if we can win now because a high horsepower is just going to kill our Incineroar. But you never know, we might get like some crazy critical hit Flare Blitz in the sun, which you never know, might be enough to take down the Snorlax. I think what we needed to do was try and get the terrain back in our favour, but it's a hard position because the Dazzling Gleam, I mean we could have switched in Incineroar in that situation. Wow. Oh my god, we got the critical hit. Oh my god, that is the craziest end to anything ever. So we prayed to the Hax Gods and we got it, the RNG. Alright, that is a cool ending for this episode. I feel really bad for my opponent because we didn't really have any right winning that game, but this is Pokemon, so we did end up, we said we got the sun up, we said we needed that critical hit in the sun. It was probably our only out at that point, and Incineroar not wanting to lose, that's how badass he is, pulls out the big win there for us. So Yeah, I do apologise to my opponent. Good game though. You played it very well. The Snorlax was a bit of an issue, and I think it was just down to our field management at the end. With the Tapu Fini, we should have probably got it out of there. But the thing is, getting it out at that point would have meant we weren't going to take down the Tapu Lele. It was a tough situation to call because I wanted to prioritise getting the Tapu Lele off the field. I mean, we could have switched in Incineroar there. But then we could have. But then the double in from Snorlax to the Incineroar, if it went for the high horsepower into that slot, we would have lost Incineroar that turn, and Porygon to bring in a half health Tapu Fini and then Scizor. So we would have been able to get rid of the... it might have been a better idea to do that, because then we could have taken advantage of the heal pulse and stuff like that, and Swagger. So yeah, the Scizor maybe with the Tapu Fini, that may have been a better way to end. Like sacked the Porygon 2 and the Incineroar, and then ended up with Tapu Fini and Scizor on the field. But it still would have been difficult, I think, whatever happened. So, but never mind, we got the win, so that's the main thing, isn't it, guys? Yes. So I'm going to wrap things up there, guys. If you've enjoyed today's episode, please leave a like on the video. Do subscribe to the channel if you're new to the channel. We'll be back tomorrow with another episode of School of Hard Knocks, so do stay tuned for that. Thanks again for sticking around, guys. If you've got any questions or anything about today's episode or the team in general, I did get a request to make a QR code for this team, so I am going to make a QR code right now, and I'm going to link it in the description. So it'll be in the description already, for you of the. I'm not even going to try and speak. I can't even speak. It's getting late. The QR code will be in the description. Go off and try it if you want to play with it. It's a lot of fun. And we'll be back tomorrow with another juicy episode of the School of Hard Knocks. So guys, whatever you're doing, take care of yourselves. Have a great evening, afternoon or night, whatever time of day it is. And we will see you tomorrow for another episode. So, till then guys, take care. Bye-bye.